Okay, you may wonder to yourself, why are containers getting more expensive? Well, I'll address that by telling you that the price of steel is going up. Everybody says that. That's everybody's answer. The price of steel is going up. Okay. Also, the price of labor, the amount of wages that the Chinese labor force is earning is going up, not just higher. It's going up a lot higher. The Chinese realized years ago they've only got so many people. Well, there's over 1 billion people. Yeah, a lot of them are in the interior China farming and all that. Yeah, they got to feed their 1 billion people. I mean, there's only so many you can put into the factories. And thing is, there's more and more factories being built by the month in China. And each of them need laborers. So what they're doing is they're competing for the labor they have. And how they compete is different factories offer higher wages. The next factory has to respond by matching that. We went through it in the Industrial Revolution. The price they're earning is going up. And China is also being asked to produce a higher and higher quality of product. And as they're able to do that, they have to pay their people more. So, that's why the new ones are increasing in price. The price to produce that container and the price of the steel to make it are going up. Now, what about the used ones? Well, this is a bit of a tale here, so give me a minute. Once upon a time, when the container industry became a big thing in the 50s, through the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, they would buy their containers in the thousands. And they would hold on to them for 10 years. That's it. Then they would kick them out to shipyards and vendors like myself. And we would get containers in very good condition, only been on the high seas for 10 years. And they kept doing that every 10 years. They'd buy thousands more. They would kick out the ones they had on their ships. Some of them they would hold. And those would be out in 15 years, 14, 15 years. Those weren't quite the same good shape, but they were in pretty good shape. Well, about 6 months ago, about January of 2018, the ship lines realized they didn't have to do that. The ship lines realized they didn't have to spend tens of millions of dollars every decade and just do that. That they can keep the containers they got and they can hold on to them with dear life and they can ride them until they're just about done. And they know when that container is just about done. Then they kick them out to the yards. And that's why a lot of the containers that are in the yards now are in sad shape. And that'll only get worse and worse. You'll see more and more containers in really sad shape. Some of them have patch welds, patches bigger than this book. A trucker of mine told me they're bigger than this laptop screen. He saw a patch weld on one today that was 2 feet by 2 feet. And Jesus was like, I've never seen it that bad. And there's so many containers that have big patches on them. He's never seen it like that. Well, that's becoming the standard. I mean, there used to be little patches the size of a sugar cube over like a little hole, and they'd patch it. Chinese welding skill, by the way, is not very good. You have an American welder, go check that out. First thing he'll tell you, do you want me to weld that right? I hate to say it. But, so that's why even the used ones, the price is going up so high. And the quality is going down. Because that's what's happening. They're constraining supply by holding on to their equipment, because that's their equipment. They need that to haul goods around the world. The good times are over when it comes to getting high quality containers at a pretty good price, because the ship lines have realized they don't need to kick them out every 10 years. They can just hold them as long as they're going to work. And then when they're just about done, then we get what's left. Now, in the next video, I talk about how you can take control of your storage needs. You don't have to be at the mercy of the ship lines and what inferior quality they're kicking out when they give them out to us. And you don't have to be at the mercy of a storage yard that's charging you very high rates for a tiny little space. So anyway, that video is entitled Take Control of Your Storage Needs. Listen to that and give us a call at Containers Easy. We want to hear whatever your situation is and help you address your problem and help you solve it. Thank you very much.